La più bella piazza d'Italia! Welcome to another Quazy Ride and welcome to Siena, where we are now for our Stunning Tuscany tour. And in this video we are showing you our 7 tips on what to do in Siena. Siena is a small historic city in the stunning Italian region Tuscany. Florence's former rival is now Italy's most beautiful medieval city, and the grandeur of its heydays from 1260 to 1348 is still visible everywhere. The city was then hit hard by the plague and has not changed since. The city has many beautiful buildings in terracotta and pink, and the whole city centre has such great value that it is UNESCO World Heritage Site. So we think definitely a place to visit, and therefore our central point for the Stunning Tuscany tour. Because all the main attractions are close together around the Piazza del Campo. The Piazza del Campo is a good starting point to explore Siena, and it's arguably the most beautiful piazza in Italy. The Fanship Square is also one of the largest medieval squares in the whole of Europe. And it's got its current shape in 1293, when the then City Council decided to give the piazza a distinguished look. It is divided into 9 segments, representing the power of the council and symbolizing the protective cloak of Madonna. And the piazza is surrounded by beautiful, a bit touristy but not overly expensive terraces. So have a refreshing drink on the Piazza del Campo. And maybe you've heard about the Palio of Siena, Tuscany's most famous festival held on the Piazza del Campo. And although signs of a race on unsaddled horses date back to 1283, most probably the festivities date back to Roman times. The riders represent 10 of the 17 contrade, the regions of Siena, and after the draw, the horses are blessed, and the races take place on July 2nd and August 16th every year, attracting thousands and thousands of visitors for a race of only 90 seconds. You could easily overlook the Fonte Gaia in the northern corner of the Piazza del Campo because of all the splendor of the square. But locals often use this point as a meeting point, and therefore it's very nice to enjoy the Fonte and then watch the people. The Gothic town hall was completed in 1342, and although it still houses the town hall, the medieval rooms should be open for the public, besides the Museo Civico, which is also in the building. You could also climb the Torre del Mangia, Siena's real icon that characteristically dominates the skyline. And they say that the great panoramic view of the city and the surrounding Tuscan countryside that you will get up there is worth climbing the 400 steps. But we are here in Siena during what they have called exceptional heat wave. So we're not really looking into 400 steps, and we'll stick to the view down here. Of course, we will share the link for more information in the ebook that you can download from the website. But also Siena's Duomo is a very impressive sight and fun to go and see. Very picturesque, especially with the white and black striped marble with a bit of pink. Built in the 13th century, this cathedral was designed by the sculptor Giovanni di Agostino, and it houses some cultural treasures such as beautiful frescoes. And yes, you can visit, and we will share the link where you can book your tickets in advance if you want to. If the 14th century plans for a new nave had been implemented, this church would have been the largest church in the Christian world. But after the plague practically halved the city's population in 1348, the plans were abandoned. But these facades does give you an impression on what this church would have been like. Just wondering, the medieval lanes that surround Piazza del Campo should also be on your list, because you can get a real good taste of the city and come across little gems like this Piazza Salambedi with not one, not two, but 3 palaces surrounding it. We already fell in love with Tuscany and Siena in 2001, and every time we get to come back, it just happens again. So we just had to come here for a Quazy Rides tour and share it with you, so you can fall in love with Tuscany and Siena as well. And remember, we also have a separate video on where to stay in Siena with parking for your bike. That one will be in the middle of your screen. And then we hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell as well, so we will see you on our next, a bit cooler, Quazy ride.